Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh once again. So we are here to see another subtopic as far as the continuity of the introduction of the Holy Quran is concerned. So let us see the meaning of Ithm and Ghayb. So the book Minhaj and Al-Sadiqin states that Ithm in bracket sin is in this ayat denotes a valley of hell. So it means a valley of hell. Fornicators shall be punished in this valley. It is also said that Ghayy means the secretions of blood and pus from the private parts of the people of hell. It is a black pus. So to go back when it comes to Ithm in another way it means doing a sin, but when you do it deliberately, knowing. Now, then in another meaning it refers to a valley. That way it refers to a valley in hell where people who have committed the fornication will be placed. Then it comes to Ghayy. These are Arabic words. So when it comes to Ghayy means the secretions of blood and pus from the private parts of people of hell. So the pus and blood that will come out from the private parts of the people who will be in hellfire are called Ghayy. Let us that another ayat says, but there came after them an evil generation who neglected prayers and followed their sexual desire. So they will meet perdition. In bracket that is Surah Maryam, that is chapter 19 verse 15. So this ayah or this verse of the Quran is shows us that there's a generation that will come or that came, and this generation follows more its sexual desires and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and at the end of the day they will meet a severe punishment when it comes to the day of judgment. So some traditions record that the Ithm of the previous verse and the Ghayy of this verse are two wells in hell. So it refers that Ghayy and Ithm are two wells in hell. These two wells are so terrible and deep. If a stone is dropped into one of them, it will take 7 years to reach the bottom. You just put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he doesn't make us among those people enter Jahannam and will be taken to this world. So they're telling us that these two wells that they are too deep. That to show that they are too deep, if you happen to throw a stone, for the stone to reach on the bottom, it will take it 70 years. Just imagine. So this testifies that these wells are too deep. Just imagine 70 years, and the stone is still moving down. It reaches the bottom. So just put Allah subhanahu that doesn't make us among those people who commit such sins and will be subjected to such punishments. It is mentioned in Surah Al-Isra, and go not near to fornication. Surely it is an innocence and an evil way. That is Surah Al-Isra, that is chapter 17 verse 32. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Isra, he denies that, he restricts us from committing fornication. So let us continue. You see, so they say that it is an evil due to which paternity is not established. So it is totally an evil act. It leads to corruption and mischief. So one of the disadvantages of fornication is corruption and mischief. The child that is born is bereft of inheritance. What does this mean? That a child who is born from fornication. So what is it that a child that is born from fornication, that for instance you are married, then you produce a child from a lady whom you are not legally married with. When you happen to die and you have not put this child in the will and you distribute the wealth as per Islamic teachings, this child is not mandatory and is not allowed to receive on this wealth. this child can only receive on the wealth of the deceased when he, or maybe when the deceased indicated that this child belongs to me and I've given him such and such a portion. But if you happen to die and you have not indicated, or you have not given oath to this child will not receive anything when it comes to the Sharia law. So this child is a bastard. So this one shows the disadvantages and the bad thing when it comes to fornication. The child that is born and its father do not have rights upon each is the child that is born and its father do not have rights upon each other, like the legal father and the son. So that this son doesn't have that this father doesn't have powers over this child. So it really shows that the bad thing that is in that is in fornication. So you have happened to see the meaning of Ithman Ghai. So you have seen that Ithman Ghai, that these are wells in Jahannam. So where people who have committed fornication will be taken, and in other meaning we have seen that Ghai, this is the blood and pus that will come out from the private parts of people who committed fornication when they're still on earth. And I've seen that these wells, they are too deep that they show their deepness, that if a stone is being thrown into these wells, it will take 70 years to reach on the bottom. So you just put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that it doesn't make us to be among those people who commit fornication and adultery. Wa hadha, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.